thanks so much for joining me today. So I ordered the Chanel Duo de Camellia highlighter. So that came in and you can see it's packaged in this gift box. If you order from Chanel.com, you always get this gift box for free, and then this gold ribbon here. I think that's really pretty, the Chanel written on here. This is for the holidays. So if you are interested in purchasing from Chanel.com, if you use the code in the bag, all in caps, you'll get free overnight shipping. It just doesn't work on nail polish because I believe that has to go ground. I'm not positive on that, but I think that's the reason. Okay, inside the box, everything's packaged in shredded tissue paper, so it's all recyclable, which I personally prefer packaging materials to be recyclable. There's a satin pouch, not satin, but some sort of satiny type material with samples. You can pick 2 samples from Chanel.com. They're pretty much always just all perfume samples. I'm not a huge fan of Chanel perfumes, so I usually don't get those. So this was the only non-perfume sample they had. This is the mascara base. So I selected that sample. And then here is the Duo de Camelias. So I looked, this is currently out of stock again on the Chanel website. I'm sure it'll be back soon. I have actually gone to the website and signed up for like a notification for when it came in. So I ordered that when I saw it was up, and I guess it's been a couple days, and now it's out of stock again. So this is the box, and you can actually see, not sure how well it picks up on the camera, but there's an imprint on the box around the edges that's going to match the imprint inside. So you've got these camellia flowers. Each petal is like made out of concentric circles. The other thing Chanel does with their boxes is they are color coded. So this highlighter has a silver side and a gold side. So we've got similar colors on the packaging that alternate around the box. All right, so let's open it up. And we have 2 of the black velvet pouches. Okay, and the one pouch is just the brush. So I prefer it when the brushes come separate. I like that because I don't typically use the brushes that come with it. So when I open it, I just always have to remove it and kind of go through the layers to get to the actual product. So here is the actual compact. You can see we've got a silver Chanel logo, and inside you've got the mirror, and this is the highlighter. So you can see you've got these camellia flowers. We have concentric circles here. And let me swipe that. Here's the silver side. All right. So that is really pretty. It's, it's more of a pearly white silver, and it's such a creamy formula. I'm really loving the Chanel highlighters this season. So that's gorgeous. All right, let's swipe the gold one. There's the gold. Put that right next to it. And this is a pale gold. It's a little bit more sparkly, I think, than the silver one, but it is really pretty. Let's just see here. I'm just going in again just to double check that the sparkles carry through. And yeah, it does. So that is beautiful. I think both of these colors will be very wearable on my complexion. So let's test them out. Okay, so let's go in. I'm just actually going to use this Sonia G Sculpt 3. This is a thin fan brush. And I think I'm going to use both colors. I'm going to put the silver on the bottom and then put the gold right above it and then kind of blend them together. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a much softer highlighting powder than the Metal Peach from the holiday collection because I barely touched it and I got this much up on my brush. So this is the silver going on. And I like the color a lot. Okay, I'll worry about blending it more after we get both colors on. Wow, that really catches the light. All right, just gonna wipe any excess off of the brush. Okay, and go into the gold and put that right above it. Again, definitely get a ton up on here. It's going straight above. You see the difference in the colors there? But they complement each other very nicely. All right. Wow, I like that. All right, I'm going to wipe off the excess and just kind of blend this a little bit. Kind of get the two of them together. So I do still have my eye infection technically, like I'm on the antibiotics, it seems to have cleared up, and I couldn't resist putting on a little eye makeup. I didn't use brushes or anything. So again, if you get an eye infection, just make sure you abstain. But I just put a little bit of the by Terry, what was that called? The Ombre Blackstar. This was from the Best of set that I got. I put it on my finger and then applied it and used separate fingers and cleansed in between and everything just to be on the safe side. So, you know, I figured that would be safe. All right, so I think that's it for the highlighter powders. So these are definitely going to be a lot more sparkly, softer than the Metal Peach. I think this gold is a better color gold for me than the Chantecaille Eclat Brillant, just because that one is a deeper gold. This one's a little bit more pale, but they do have a similar sparkle effect. So they're probably pretty similar in luminosity. And I really like both of these colors a lot. I think they both play very well with my skin tone. I think they'd work well on a lot of skin tones. And I think, to me, these just having these two next to each other, it screams New Year's party to me. So I really like this palette. I'll be using this more, so I will, let you guys know if anything changes. But I think this is a great highlighter palette. So just some things to note, though, that it is going to be, there is definitely some micro glitter, but there's more in the gold than the silver. The silver is really more of a shimmer, whereas the gold, you can definitely see more of the micro glitter. So, the silver is a little bit more subdued. And I think these colors are just, I love the colors and the texture. And just to compare, let me take out the Metal Peach from the holiday collection. And I've used this one quite a bit. So this is the Metal Peach on here. And you can see that one is definitely, it's not really micro glittery, it's a little bit more metallic. And it doesn't have quite as much shimmer as these. The Metal Peach is a little bit harder in the pan than the Duo de Camelias. So, getting it on the brush is a little bit more, you need a stiffer brush with the Metal Peach than you do with Duo de Camelias. So just something to know. I think all three of these colors go very nicely together. It's kind of like silver, gold, and copper. So I think they're great. They should have done all three of these just technically as holiday. So thank you so much for joining me today. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below in the comment box. I'll put a post on Instagram when the Duo de Camelias comes back in stock on Chanel.com. That's probably where you're going to be able to get it the fastest. There's usually a time lag in the US before it hits the stores around here. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I can't wait to see you again in my next video. Thanks so much and have a great day.